Hey guys, so welcome back to another episode of Video Game Pickups. I've got only a few games here today. It's going to be somewhat of a shorter episode. It's not going to be a rapid fire episode like how Anthony Fantano does his best albums of the year list. And no hate toward Anthony, it's just a little joke. You should check out his channel. He's like one of the best music reviewers on YouTube. So yeah, I've got a few games with me today. So let's get started. First game I've got is Digimon Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory, and I apologize for the overexposure. I've tried for the past hour to mess around with my lighting, and nothing is coming of it. So we're just gonna have to work with what we got. So Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory is the follow-up to 2016's Digimon story Cyber Sleuth, and it takes place inside a virtual world. It's basically the internet inside in this little virtual world, except you play as a hacker that's part of this little criminal organization. I wouldn't say they're criminal really. They what they do is they also take down malicious hackers using Digimon. Really fun game. It's got at least 320 Digimon in the game. Love it. And if you have a Nintendo Switch, I recommend going and picking up the Digimon Cyber Sleuth Double Pack, which comes with the first game and Hacker's Memory. I think it's around, I want to say $40 at Walmart. Last time that was the last time I saw it though, so maybe it's gone down in price, hopefully. So yeah, next game I got for Christmas from my sister. So shout out to you, Whitney, if you're ever watching this. It's The Outer Worlds. Hold on. It's The Outer Worlds by Obsidian. Now, The Outer Worlds is an amazing title. It gives the feel of classic Fallout. It gives the feel of like classic Fallout and modern Fallout. When I say modern Fallout, I'm talking like stuff like New Vegas and modern. It also has some modern Fallout thrown in there too, like from Fallout 4. But you know what I'm talking about. It's got everything in between thrown in there. This is Obsidian at their finest. The Outer Worlds has you play as a guy that I'm still trying to understand and piece together the story, but like he's in a cryogenic bunker, and the scientist takes him out, and he needs him to do something for him, and you get to travel all around the galaxy with your companions. It's a real fun game. And the game also, one of the biggest selling points of this game was, it was a true role-playing game with, I remember, if you guys saw me last year when I watched E3, I was getting excited at this game. This game allows you to just be yourself, really. You can do whatever you want in this game. So yeah, Outer Worlds, I've been having a lot of fun with it. And one of my favorite party members is Parvati. A lot of the party members are interesting too. You get to go and have like these deep conversations with them that help you understand their motivations, and the side quests also do a good job at helping understand their motivations and their ideas. So give Outer Worlds a try if you want to see Obsidian's new title, and if you're in the mood for a new RPG. So next I have 4 PlayStation 3 games. I went and got these games from the Record Exchange in Silver Spring, Maryland. So yeah, first game is a game that I played a lot in when I was in middle school. Is Saints Row 2. Saints Row 2 is the 2008 follow-up to 2006's Saints Row. It takes place in Stillwater, I think 5 years after the explosion that put your character in a coma. This game is one of my favorite games of all time. There's a reason why I've replayed this game so many times in middle school. Oh man, and I'd have to say that it's one of the few GTA clones that managed to be a successful GTA clone, something that would be able to stand shoulder to shoulder with Grand Theft Auto, at least at the time, because Saints Row the Third is a pretty divisive title, and with good reason. Saints Row 4, oh god, no, we don't talk about that. So yeah, Saints Row 2 is an excellent Grand Theft Auto clone, and I love it, man. This game has been, oh man, I cannot tell you how many times I've replayed it. Speaking of Grand Theft Auto clones, we have another one that's pretty underrated. This one is Sleeping Dogs by United Front Games, which I think they went defunct a few years ago. So, I said United. Sleeping Dogs takes place in Hong Kong, where you play as an undercover cop that's trying to investigate these triads and these underground crime syndicates. But the main character, Wei, I forgot his name, but I know his first name is Wei. I played the game. I beat the game last year on the PlayStation 4. As a matter of fact, before I get onto it, I actually bought this game as of right now, 3 different times. I bought this game for my 360 back in 2016. Then a year later, I bought the remaster for my PS4 in 2017, and I bought this version because I just want some extra trophies. So anyway, you play as a dude named Wei, and he's trying to investigate these crime syndicates, and at the same time, he's questioning his loyalty to both the undercover cops and his friends within these crime syndicates, and he has to choose who he wants to side with throughout the story. And I've got to say, this game is very underrated. It went under a lot of people's radars when it first released back in 2012. I remember I wanted to get it real bad when I saw the marketing for it back when the game was about to come out. It looked real interesting, and it's an amazing game. Next game I have not touched yet, but I played the demo of it. This is Ninja Gaiden 3. Now, I played the demo of Ninja Gaiden 3 8 years ago when they released the demo back in 2012. I don't remember much of it. I remember Ryu was fighting a bunch of terrorists, and one terrorist was begging for his life, and Ryu was walking up on him like he was crazy, and then just ended the dude's life. That's all I remember of playing it. I'll probably get back to playing it tonight. And finally is a title. Oh man, it's been 8 years since I last touched this title. A lot of notice how the year 2012 was pretty prominent in this video. Anyway, that game is SOCOM 4. So this SOCOM 4 was effectively the game that put the final nail in the coffin for at the time the struggling SOCOM series. For those who don't know, I'm a huge fan of the SOCOM games. I've been a huge fan since 2008 when my parents got me SOCOM Fireteam Bravo 3 on the PSP. So SOCOM 4, oh man. So what happened? SOCOM 4 is a release at the worst time possible. It released in the year 2011, but it released at the height of the PlayStation Network outage that was taking place at the time. And I remember my friends and I in elementary school at the time, we were joking around about how stupid it was to release the game during that window, and it was a bad idea all around to release it when PlayStation Network was down. Not only that, but when PlayStation Network was finally back online, people found the game to be the games online to be mediocre, with the lobby system being a clunky mess. It was bad. My brother and I played the online mode of SOCOM 4 only like a few times. We hit the Jacque and I we hit the campaign maybe twice. Yeah. SOCOM 4, yeah, oh man, but this game was hyped up a lot, to its credit, though, and for good reason, because, it had been a while since the last SOCOM game, and we needed another one. And fun fact, my brother and I used to play SOCOM Confrontation on the PlayStation 3 a lot back in the day, and shout out to all my squad mates that I used to play with on that game. We're in a Facebook group, but yeah. So that about wraps it up for the first ever video game pickups of the decade. So yeah, I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. So yeah, take care.